Bienvenidos and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you something that I have seen out there, but also something that you sent me. This look is inspired by the actress, host and model Pilar Rubio. She's from Spain and she's better known also to be married with the soccer player Sergio Ramos. He plays in Real Madrid and they are a very famous couple in Spain and in other parts of the world too. So look at the back. I have seen this model also in so many stores, for very famous brand. So I hope that you make it, and before we start, remember that it's important that you subscribe. So let's start. We will use the exact colors that the original top is using. So we are going to use this yarn in between number 2 or 3 in a weight yarn and a crochet hook of 3 or 3.5 according how you crochet. If you want, here I will show the information where you can buy these materials. To buy all the materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es and we will send it right to your house. You will decide and choose which color you want to start. We are going to start by the waist and we are going to make as many chains as we need for that part. Okay, in this case I will use my mannequin and I will make it in this size. So this will be a small size. I made 130 chains. I made them a little bit loose. Well, I measured the chain and it measured 65 centimeters. Once you have the chains that you need, we are going to chain 1 and we will start making half double crochets. We are going to make 1 half double crochet in each stitch like this. For this top, we are going to use only basic stitches, so you will see if you are a beginner, it will be easy. We are going to count that at the end. For example, if you made 130 chains like me, well, at the end we must have 130 half double crochets. It's important that we count them because we may increase some stitches. Also, please take into account that we have to take the below part of the chain like this. So let's continue. At the end of the row, turn around, chain 1, and we will continue again making half double crochet, 1 in each stitch. We will continue until have this number of rows with the same stitch. So see you there. Also making half double crochet, okay? Well, I made 30 chains. If you measure, it's approximately 10 centimeters, right? So this part will go under the chest. So if you want, you can make more rows according to the style that you want. This is a crop top. So now we are going to make the bra, and later when we have these pieces, we are going to join it with the strip that we made. We will make 5 chains. We will close in circle, slip in 1, and right there inside the ring we will go up with 3 chains, and now here inside we will make double crochets. Counting the first 3 chains that we made, we will count 3 double crochets, then 2 chains, and again 3 double crochets inside the ring. 1, 2, I'm trying to hide this thread also, so okay, 2 and 3. Then I will change color. I will use the yellow thread. Well, every row we are going to change color. So I won't cut the last threads because we will have so many threads to hide. And we will be cutting and I don't want that, so I will keep all the threads there and later I will show you how we are going to make it. For now, let's join this color and we will repeat. So let's make a knot. Okay, so right there we will turn around and we will go up also with 3 chains Just let me take all my threads in order, okay? So 3 chains. We will try to hide these threads while we make this, okay? So we are going to make double crochets and we are going to make a stitch over a stitch. So we will start here. So 1 double crochet, 2, 3. Now here in this space we are going to make 2 double crochets. So here we have 1, 2, then 1, 2 chains, and again in the same space 2 double crochets, and then we will continue making 1 double crochet over double crochet until we finish the row using this color. Instead of making 2 double crochets here, you are going to make 3 double crochets if you feel that the size of your bra is bigger. But in this case, remember, I'm making this bra in a small size. So that's why I made 2 double crochets here in this space in the corner, 2 and 2. But if you want it for a bigger size, we'll make 3 in the corner. 3, then 2 double crochets, and again 3. So we made 6 double crochets, so we must have 6 double crochets plus the stitch each side. So we will make the last double crochet here. So now we have the same number each side. Now we are going to change color and we are going to use the orange thread. Okay, we will continue using the same stitch and we will repeat what we made, but I will make a review with you so you can see exactly and everything is clear. So we are going to make a knot. Okay, turn around. Remember, while we make this stitch, it's important that we hide this thread. So we are going to place it in the back. We will go up with 3 chains and we will make a stitch over a stitch. So here, so the first 3 chains were the stitch of the edge, so we will start here the double crochets and then we will continue, and the stitch by its own will continue growing by its own. Okay, so we will continue making double crochet over double crochet, and you see while I'm making this, I'm hiding the thread that I used to start. So okay, we almost arrived to the space, and here we will make 2 double crochets, then 2 chains, and again 2 double crochets. Try to make this part of the bra a little bit tight, because remember that we need to cover as much as we can with this bra, with this crochet, and we don't want to open too much with the stitch. And guess what? I think that instead of making 2 chains between these 2 double crochets, I'm going to make 1. So it won't open too much, okay? If you can't make this part tight, well, change your hook for a smaller number. And then we will continue making double crochet over double crochet, and remember to count, we must have the same number each side, and at the end make the last stitch of the edge, the last double crochet. This will be for the edge, okay, like we made at the beginning, remember? Well, now we are going to change color again. So now, according to the combination that these artists wore, well, now we are going to continue with this black color, okay? We are going to continue with the same stitch. Remember, we start with 3 chains and then we made the double crochets, and like this is how we are going to continue making double crochets over double crochets. And while we make this, we are going to hide this thread, okay? And remember that I'm following the combination inspired by the look that Pilar Rubio wore, but you can use your own combination. I have seen a similar top in our store. It's green with white. I saw another one with violet and white There are a lot of combinations that you can make. Well, when we arrive here to the space, we are going to make, remember, 2 double crochets and 1 chain, and then 2 double crochets in the same space, and then we will continue making double crochet over double crochet. So we close this part a little bit, because remember that we need to cover as much as we can this part of the bra. I want to finish this row first because I want to show you how we are going to hide the threads when we go up with the colors. Remember that every time that we change color, I don't cut the last thread. So I will show you how we are going to hide them and what we are going to make there. Well, remember that here at the end we are going to make the double crochet plus the last stitch of the edge. Well, now it's turn that we repeat the colors. So as the sequence goes, we will continue pink, yellow, orange, and black. So remember, like we have this thread of the pink color here, we are going to leave this black color in hold right there, and we will just pull this thread and we will start with the stitch and with the row right here in this side as it's supposed to be. So later we will hide this part, don't worry, okay? So we will pull, and right there we will start the row and using the same stitch, but I will start again so you can see how I make it. So I insert the hook and I just pull, you see, then 3 chains, and we will continue with the stitch. So well, like this is how we are going to continue until we get the rows that we need according to the size of our bra, okay? We are going to go up with the colors that we want the same way I show you how we make it with this pink thread, and I will continue. Remember, I'm making a smaller size, and I'm going to make as many rows as I need according to the size that I'm making this top. Okay, from the pink to the black, I have 1 series, 2, 3, and I just made at the end 2 rows more with these 2 colors, and I think it's enough for the size of the bra that I'm making. And I suggest that while you are making this, you should try on or have a reference with the bra that you use, so you can have an idea of how many rows you need. In this case, I made 12 rows at the end. And look here, while I was making the rows and when I was knitting the colors, I made this. But don't worry, because at the end we will hide it when we join with the strip. So for now, look. According to the design that PILAR RUBIO wore, we are supposed to use all around the orange color. So we are going to cut this yellow thread because we won't use it anymore, and now I'm going to pull the orange that I have here. And right here is where I'm going to start, and we are going to reduce the bottom a little bit to create the shape of the bra. So we are going to reduce, but I will show you for now. Okay, so we are going to reduce here a little bit to create the shape of the bra, and we can have something like this. And we are going to make a row single crochet, and we are going to insert the hook every time that we change the color, you see. So here in the orange, 1 single crochet, then in the pink, 1 single crochet, then in the black, 1 single crochet, then orange, 1 single crochet, and like this is how we are going to reduce a little bit, and we will respect the same distance each part, and with this we are going to create the shape of the bra. And also try to make this part a little bit tight. I told you that if you can force and tie it a little bit more, well, change your hook and it will be easier. I think that I will start cutting the threads that I don't need anymore. I'm just going to leave them black. Okay, so I'm going to cut these threads that I don't need anymore, and yes, I'm going to leave only the black. So well, let's continue. Remember that we are going to make one single crochet each row like this, so we can create the shape of the bra. So let's continue and see you at the end. So look, this is how it looks. Now we are going to make one row more of single crochet, so we can define this part a little bit more. So well, let's continue with this row of single crochet. And also, while you make this, we'll try to hide all the threads that you have there of the loosened threads, and see you when I finish to use this orange. And for now we are just going to leave this black thread there because later we will use it. So see you at the end of this single crochet row. Well, I finished. Now I'm going to cut the orange. I won't use it anymore, and now this part is ready. Please try on before we continue because we should make one exactly the same. So before we continue with the other part, well, let's be sure how many rows we need for the size that we are making this bra, and we could have both parts the same. Well, then once you are sure of the rows that you made, well, now we are going to make a last row with this black thread. We are going to make a single crochet all around like this, and we are going to make a single crochet over a double crochet. So look, we finished to make this row with the black color. So now we will make the last stitch. We will go up with 3 chains, and now in the same stitch we are going to make a double crochet. I will make it again, so a double crochet, and now we will count 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th we will slip 1. Again we will repeat. We will make a kind of shells, you see. So we are going to make 2 double crochets in the same space, 3 spaces, and in the 4th we insert the hook and we slip. Again 3 chains, then a double crochet in the same space, we skip 3, and in the 4th we slip 1, and we will repeat this all around the bra using the black color. Remember that I'm still using the combination that Pilar wore in the original top that we are making. So well, for now I'm going to finish this row, and I'm going to make one piece exactly the same with the same number of rows and with the same stitch and everything. And once I have these 2 pieces ready, I will join with the strip. I will tell you and I will show you. So for now, let's finish these 2 pieces and then see you there. So now we are going to count the same number of shells that we have in one side, so we can have the same number in the other side. Once we are ready and once we are sure, well, we are going to divide the strip so we can see where we are going to place these 2 pieces. So if we fold in half, we are going to use some markers to point it out. So here is the exact half of the strip. So from here we will place 1 piece of the bra and then the other side, and we are going to place them using some markers, and when we are sure, we are going to use the embroidery needle and the orange color to sew. I will cut this part because apparently I have a knot here, so well, we'll use the embroidery needle and I will sew and I will join this part of the bra, and I will start sewing from here and then to the other side, and then I will make the same in the other side. So where is exactly the half, where is the marker, is where I'm going to start. So here I'm going to use the embroidery needle, I will make a knot, and now I will use the invisible stitch. So I'm going to take one stitch from this part. And look, here I will show you a trick. You see that we have this part where we didn't make the single crochet row with the orange. Well, we will use this part to splice these two pieces, and we can close there a little bit the neckline. So I'm going to start joining in this side, right in the corner, and then when we join the other side, we are going to splice right here. So as you see, I'm using the invisible stitch. I'm taking one stitch from one side from the bra and one stitch from the other side of the strip, and like this we won't create any pleat. So well, let's continue. I continue sewing, and when we finish to sew this first part of the bra, we are going to sew the second part like this. Well, we'll stop here a little bit because remember, as I told you, we are going to splice, we are going to cross these two parts like this a little bit, because when we use it, it will open a little bit. So it's better that we make this little trick since we joined, because we don't want to open too much our neckline, or well, like you want, okay? But like I'm following the original design that Pilar wore, well, it seems that it's a little bit close in this part. So that's why I'm going to make this trick. So look, this is the wrong side and this is the right side. So far it has to look like this. I finished to sew and I cross here this part a little bit. So now I'm going to make these straps. Like this, I'm going to make a cord, and I started using the black color. I will make 60 chains from here using the hook of number 4 or the hook that you have there, okay? So I'm going to count 60 chains from here. When we finish to make the 60 chains, or the chains that we need according to the straps that we are going to make a cord. So we are going to come back and slip in one in each chain, and like this we can have a rounded cord like this, and it will look amazing. So we are going to make this in both straps, and in the back, in the part of the orange strap, well, there we can place some bottoms. We can make some bottoms, and or we can make some crossed cords like this one. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the flowers. Remember that the design of this top that we are making is inspired by the look that Pilar Rubio wore. So remember that she is wearing a neck made with flowers. So I will show you how we are going to make it. So let's finish these cords first. So well, just to finish and to close this topic, well, we show you, I will give you the last details. We are going to make a knot, and we are going to use the embroidery needle to hide all the loosened threads that we have. Remember that in previous videos I have taught you how I used embroidery needle to hide the loosened threads. So we are going to use it, and for example, if we are going to hide a loose thread that it's black, well, we are going to hide it through the black section so we can perfectly blend all the threads, and it will happen the same with other color. Okay, so like this is how we are going to make it, and like this with all the threads. Well, at the end, as I told you, you can put some bottoms here in the back, or you can use some brooches, or you can make some cords and make this part crossed like you want. I think I'm going to put some brooches here to close it and to adjust. Okay, so to make the flowers, we are going to make 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to close in circle like this. We are going to make a ring, and inside this ring we are going to make 12 single crochets. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So after the 12 single crochets, we are going to close in circle, slip in one, we are going to go up with 2 chains plus 3 chains more, we'll skip one, and in the next one we are going to make single crochet. Again, 3 chains, we'll skip one, and in the next one we are going to slip one. So at the end we must have 6 single crochets like this, and we must have 5 spaces. So see you there. Well, here at the end we are going to finish making 3 chains and we are going to slip one. So look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We made 2 chains, and then inside we are going to make 3 double crochets of 3 crochets and 3. Then 2 chains, and we are going to make a single crochet over the last single crochet. And like this we are going to repeat this petal in each space. So at the end we will have 6 petals. We will cut this thread. And now that we made this flower, we are going to make more flowers. We are going to make 2 orange like this. Then we are going to make 1 pink, and over this pink we are going to make a small flower, so you will see. So look, I have to make a knot and join with the same color. I made a mistake because I know I need to show you how we are going to make this flower bigger. So we are going to place the hook in front, and we are going to take the stitch in relief like this. So we can start from here. We are going to slip one, yes, like this, then 2 chains, and then we will make 4 chains more from here, 2, 3, and 4, and we are going to place the hook in front like this, also in relief, and we are going to, let's make 5 chains instead of 4. Okay, so we are going to place the hook in front in relief. We are going to make a double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, then also placing the hook in front in relief, double crochet, then 5 chains, and we will repeat, taking these stitches in relief. Okay, and like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. Okay, I'm going to show you how it looks in the right and in the wrong side too. Look. So every time that you need to make a flower with second stage or in stages, this is how we are going to make it, okay? So we almost finished. We are about to make the last 5 chains, and now we are going to join with the first double crochet that we made, is slip in one here in the top. So we must have something like this, okay? Now remember that we made in the last petals, we made 3 double crochets. Well, now we are going to make 5 double crochets, and we are going to make these double crochets a little bit loose. So we made first to go up 2 chains, and now we are going to continue with these double crochets inside this space. While we make this, let's try to hide as many threads as we can. For now I just have 1 dozen threads, so I'm going to make this stitch and then I will hide it. You know, I place it in the back, and while I insert the hook, I hide it. Well, then I'm going to make a single crochet over the last double crochets that we made like this at the end of the 5 double crochets that we made. And I'm going to repeat the same in all the spaces. Okay, so like this is how we are going to have the second stage of our flower. So like this is how it looks, our pink flower, once we finish to make the second stage, where we are going to cut. So we will have 1 pink, 2 orange, and now I'm going to make a smaller flower with the yellow thread. So we are going to make 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to slip one, to close, and right away we will go up with 1, 2, 3 chains. Yes, sorry, 2 chains, then 1 double crochet, 2 and 3 double crochet, then 2 chains and a single crochet inside the ring. So this will be the first petal, and again 2 chains, 3 double crochets and a single crochet inside the ring, and like this until we have 5 petals. So once that we have the flowers that we need, well, this is what we are going to make. We are going to sew with an embroidery and all with the yarn. We are going to put the yellow flower over the pink flower, and I'm going to place them like this, and I'm going to join them. Okay, I'm just going to sew. This is optional, remember. So this is how it looks. Okay, I sew it, and I put here in the sides of the orange flower, I put a brooch, so every time that you don't want it, well, you can take it or put it back. Remember that here in the back I will put some bottoms or a brooch, or you can make some cords to cross them to adjust this part. I think I'm going to put some brooches here. Here on the top we have the straps, the cords that we made. And just at the end we are going to iron with plenty of steam, remember, using a protection under. Well, so what do you think? I hope that you have enjoyed making this top with me. Remember that you can make it in a bigger size, and also you can make it as a blouse too. You can make more rows under the chest, under the bra, and it will look as a blouse too, and you can make it in so many different colors and without the neck too. I follow the design that Pilar Rubio wore, and she was my inspiration today. Please give me a like. Don't forget to share this video if you like it, and don't forget to send me more ideas like this one. I love to see many artists wearing something crocheted, and I love that we can use them as an inspiration to create our own versions, right? Here I will share my email, okay? But well, before you go, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the coming videos. Please leave me a comment too, and see you soon. Bye!